If you are over 60 and people keep telling you just walk more, it is all you need, I want you to pause with me for a moment. Picture this. You hit your step goal every single day, yet your knees still ache on the stairs, your hips feel shaky when you turn, and you instinctively reach for the wall or the rail to steady yourself. You are doing everything right, but your body is not rewarding you the way you hoped. In Japan, researchers quietly discovered why. Walking helps the heart, but one specific standing move and a handful of gentle drills do far more for strength, balance, and confidence after 60. Today, you will learn how to use them at home, step by step in your living room. Walking deserves respect. It has probably carried you through many seasons of your life, from rushing to work to gentle strolls with family. After 60, though, walking can become both your comfort zone and your ceiling. You are told that hitting 8,000 or 10,000 steps is the golden ticket, so you chase numbers on a screen and feel guilty on the days you fall short. Yet your body keeps sending you confusing signals. Your knees complain after long walks. Your lower back tightens. Your posture folds forward even though you are moving more than some of your friends. The missing piece is that walking mostly trains one pattern, a forward shuffle on a narrow track. It does not ask your hips to stabilize strongly side to side. It does not ask your ankles to respond quickly in all directions. It does not ask your deep core to hold your spine steady through changes of height or direction. Those are the qualities that protect you from falls and give you the feeling of real strength. Think of the difference between pacing the hallway of your home and carefully lifting a box from the floor, or turning quickly when someone calls your name behind you. The hallway walk is repetitive and familiar. The lift and turn require your body to organize itself in a richer, more demanding way. After 60, the nervous system loves rich messages more than long mileage. Long, slow walks with poor posture can even rehearse bad habits, teaching your body to rely on momentum and tension instead of alignment and control. This is why some studies found that seniors who only walked did not gain as much balance, hip strength, or ankle control as those who added simple, focused drills. The aim is not to stop walking. It is to stop asking walking to do a job it was never designed to do alone. Once you see it this way, you can let walking be what it is best at, heart health and mood, while you let other movements rebuild your foundation. Japanese therapists and researchers began seeing the same pattern you may see in yourself. Seniors who were proud of their daily walks still felt wobbly in the shower, nervous on stairs, and unsure on uneven ground. These professionals decided to experiment with a different order. Instead of saying move more, they asked, how can we help the brain remember how to hold the body better? They started with stillness, with short standing practices that sharpened awareness of the feet, the hips, and the spine. Then they layered in slow, specific movements for the ankles, the hips, and the legs. The results were steady and impressive. People who once clung to railings began letting go. Those who had shuffled with tiny steps began lengthening their stride without forcing it. Confidence grew not from pushing harder, but from practicing smarter. From this approach came a simple idea that you can use in your own living room. Before you think about distance or speed, teach your body the 6 qualities that walking ignores. First, a tall, relaxed alignment that your brain can find again and again, even when you are tired. Second, strong, springy ankles that can absorb and return force instead of locking up. Third, deep hip and core muscles that quietly hold your pelvis and spine where they belong. Fourth, the ability to shift sideways without panic, so a bump in the supermarket aisle does not send you spinning. Fifth, the raw leg power to sit down and stand up without drama. And sixth, a smooth coordination between arms and legs that keeps your brain sharp and your steps organized. Each of the 6 moves you are about to learn targets one or more of these qualities. Together, they form a compact training plan that supports every single step you take outside. The first move is the postural reset, and it is the foundation under all the others. You can think of it as teaching your body its natural blueprint again. Over the years, small adjustments often pile up. A shoulder drops, a hip rotates, the head creeps forward while reading or using a phone. None of these changes are dramatic on their own, but together they distort how your muscles share the work of holding you upright. Some muscles grip constantly, others go quiet. The postural reset is not about yanking yourself into a perfect soldier stance. It is about rediscovering length and support with the least possible strain. When you practice it, you are asking your brain to notice where your weight is, how your spine is stacked, and how your breath moves through your ribs. To try it now, stand with your feet under your hips. Let the toes spread gently in your shoes or on the floor. Soften your knees just enough that they are not locked. Imagine your spine as a gentle column from tailbone to the crown of your head. Picture that warm, invisible thread lifting the crown upward while your tailbone feels heavy and steady toward the floor. Your shoulders do not need to yank back. Simply let them float over your ribs. Now bring one hand to your lower abdomen for a moment and find that soft area between your hip bones. Gently draw that region inward, as if you were closing a zipper on a comfortable pair of pants. You are not sucking in your stomach, just adding a light brace. Place your hand back by your side and keep breathing. Next, press both feet into the ground with quiet intensity. Feel the balls of the feet and the heels participate. Pretend you are trying to leave a clear imprint in wet sand without actually moving. Hold this grounded push for a count of 3 slow breaths, then let everything soften. That is 1 cycle. Repeat this wave of activation and release about 10 times. As you do, notice any new sensations. Many people feel a slight warmth rising through the hips, the sense that the chest floats a little higher, or that the neck feels more free. With daily practice, even for just 2 minutes, this simple drill can reset how your brain chooses which muscles to use for balance. Instead of clamping the lower back or locking the knees, the body begins to rely more on deep core muscles and the long lines of the legs. You may find that you stand in line with less fidgeting, that turning to look behind you feels easier, and that you catch yourself slouching less often because your body now knows a more comfortable alternative. The second move, the slow heel lift, focuses on your lower legs and ankles, an area that quietly influences every step you take. Many seniors describe their lower legs as heavy poles or say their ankles feel rusty first thing in the morning. Some wake at night with painful calf cramps that seem to come from nowhere. Often these sensations are signs that the tissues in the lower leg are not receiving enough varied, gentle movement. Walking on flat ground with short steps only asks the ankle to move through a small portion of its range. The same angle repeats again and again. The deep calf muscles, which help pump blood and lymph back toward your heart, never fully wake up. For the heel lift, stand behind a sturdy chair, counter, or the back of a sofa. Place your fingertips on the support lightly, as if they are there just in case. Set your feet hip-width apart, with the toes pointing mostly forward. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, press down through the balls of your feet and allow your heels to rise off the floor. Imagine you are growing taller through the crown of your head, riding an invisible elevator upward. Hold this lifted position for 2 calm breaths. Notice the tension along the back of your calves and around the ankles. Then, instead of dropping quickly, Lower your heels as slowly as you can control, feeling every millimeter of the descent until your heels touch the ground again. Repeat this pattern 10 to 12 times. If full height feels too challenging at first, lift your heels only a little and focus on the control of the lowering phase. You may feel warmth spreading through your feet and lower legs, a sign that blood flow is increasing. Over days and weeks, this simple drill helps the tendons and muscles adapt to loading, making them more resilient. It encourages joint fluid in the ankle to circulate, which can ease that gritty feeling when you first move in the morning. Compared to ordinary walking, the heel lift demands more from the calf and teaches it to support you in a precise vertical path. That vertical strength pays off every time you step off a curb, walk down a ramp, or climb stairs, situations where many older adults feel unsure. It also sends a clear message to your body that your ankles are still vital and worth maintaining. The third move brings the focus back to your hips and core, but this time from the safety and comfort of a firm chair. Many people do not realize how much the hips contribute to balance. When the muscles around the pelvis are weak, the knees collapse inward, the ankles roll, and the spine struggles to stay upright. You may feel this as wobbling when you stand from a soft sofa or as fatigue in your lower back after a short walk. The seated hip and core activator is designed to wake up those deep stabilizers without stressing painful joints. It is a way to practice the strength of standing while still having full support under you. To begin, sit on a stable chair with a flat seat, not a sinking cushion. Slide closer to the front edge so your feet rest firmly on the floor and your knees are bent around 90 degrees. Place your hands lightly on your thighs and imagine your spine lengthening the way it did in the standing reset. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, gently draw your lower abdomen inward, creating that same light brace around your center. Now bring your attention to your right heel. Without actually moving your foot, press the heel into the floor as if you were trying to drag the ground backward underneath you. You should feel a subtle effort deep in the back and side of the hip, not a big movement of the leg. Hold this invisible press for a count of 3, then release and relax both the abdomen and the leg. Switch your focus to the left heel and repeat the same action, pressing as if sliding the floor backward without letting the foot actually move. Alternate sides for 10 to 12 total presses, always pairing the heel action with gentle core engagement. The goal is not to strain or hold your breath. It is to create a clear, steady signal from your brain to the muscles that support your pelvis and lower spine. Over time, this drill can make standing up from chairs feel more guided and less like a sudden heave. Many people notice that they begin to lean less on their hands or arm rests and rely more on leg and core strength. It also helps equalize strength from side to side, which is essential for steady walking and turning. The fourth move addresses a direction of movement that walking almost ignores, the side step. In everyday life, you rarely move in a perfect straight line. You sidestep around furniture, reach to the side in the kitchen, and shuffle sideways to let someone pass in a narrow hallway. Many falls happen in those lateral moments, not during smooth forward strolling. Training side-to-side control can dramatically reduce both the risk and the fear of falling. Fortunately, it does not require complex choreography. A gentle, mindful sidestep drill can teach your body how to create support under you as your weight shifts. Stand near a sturdy surface such as a counter, table, or the back of a sofa. Place your feet together or slightly apart, whichever feels more stable. Rest one hand lightly on the support if you like. Soften your knees so they are not locked. Take a comfortable breath. Then slowly step your right foot out to the side, no farther than the width of your own foot or a little more. As the foot lands, feel the weight begin to shift over it. Then bring your left foot in to meet your right, returning to your starting stance. Move at a pace where you could pause at any point without losing balance. Repeat this side step to the right 8 to 10 times. Then switch directions and lead with your left foot, stepping left and bringing the right foot in. As you practice, pay attention to the muscles along the outer hips and thighs. You may sense them working harder than they do during straight walking, as if they are putting a gentle belt around your pelvis to keep it level. Notice also how the ankles adjust with each step, making small corrections to keep you centered. This is your nervous system learning to manage sideways shifts more gracefully. Over weeks, this drill can help you feel more secure in busy places where people move around you unpredictably or on uneven ground where each step is slightly different from the last. Emotionally, it often feels playful, like learning a simple dance. That sense of play reduces tension, and a relaxed body learns balance skills more easily than a fearful, rigid one. The fifth move is the chair-supported squat, a practical builder of leg strength and independence. If you think about the movements that matter most for living on your own, standing up from a chair is near the top of the list. It shows that your legs, hips, and core can work together to move your whole body weight against gravity. Traditional squats in a gym can feel intimidating or harsh on sensitive knees. When you use a chair, you gain safety, feedback, and the ability to control depth. This allows you to strengthen the right muscles without asking painful joints to carry too much too soon. Begin by standing in front of a firm chair with the back of your legs just brushing the edge of the seat. Place your feet about hip-width apart, with toes pointing slightly outward if that feels more comfortable for your hips. Let your arms cross in front of your chest or rest lightly on the back of another chair in front of you for extra support. Take a deep but relaxed breath in. As you exhale, send your hips backward as if you were reaching for the chair behind you with your sitting bones. Allow your knees to bend naturally, but keep them pointing in the same direction as your toes so they do not collapse inward. Lower yourself slowly until your hips either lightly touch the seat or you sit fully down. If you choose to sit, take a moment to feel your weight supported. Then lean your chest slightly forward, plant your feet firmly into the ground, and press through your heels and midfoot to stand back up in one smooth push. Imagine you are growing taller again from the feet through the crown of your head. Aim for 6 to 10 repetitions, resting between each one if needed. At first, you may only lower partway and rise again, and that is perfectly fine. The point is not depth. It is control. Over time, this flow strengthens the large muscles at the front and back of your thighs and your glutes, while teaching your joints the safest path for sitting and standing. Many older adults find that after a few weeks of regular practice, getting out of low seats, car seats, or toilets becomes noticeably easier. That ease translates directly into greater confidence and freedom in daily life. The sixth move is the relaxed march and reach, a gentle coordination drill that ties everything together and gives your heart and lungs a kind boost. Where the other exercises focus on parts of the body, this one invites the whole system to move in harmony. It uses a cross pattern where opposite arm and leg move together to strengthen the communication between the two sides of your brain. This kind of patterning has been linked with better reaction time, sharper attention, and a more secure gait. It also feels uplifting, which is important when you are building a new habit. Joy and curiosity make repetition easier. To practice, stand tall in an open area near a wall or counter for reassurance. Place your feet under your hips and let your arms hang by your sides. Take a soft breath in. As you breathe out, Lift your right knee a small amount, just as high as is comfortable, while at the same time raising your left arm forward to about shoulder height, as if you were reaching toward a friendly face. Then lower the arm and leg as you breathe in and repeat on the other side, lifting your left knee and right arm together. Continue alternating sides at a steady, unhurried rhythm. Aim for 30 to 60 seconds at first. If you feel steady and comfortable, you can gradually extend the time to 2 or 3 minutes. Keep your chest open and your gaze looking ahead, not at the floor. Imagine a string from the crown of your head, gently lengthening you upward as you move. The goal is not speed or high knees. The goal is smooth, coordinated motion with easy breathing. Many people notice that after a short bout of this sequence, they feel more awake, less tense, and more connected to their body. When you pair it with the postural reset, heel lifts, seated activator, side steps, and squats, you create a short routine that touches almost every system you need for safe, strong walking. The best part is that you can sprinkle these movements through your day instead of doing them all at once. 2 minutes here and 3 minutes there add up quickly. Imagine how the next few weeks could feel if you made this 6-move routine part of your daily rhythm. Morning might start with a postural reset by the kitchen counter and a gentle round of marching and reaching before breakfast. While the kettle boils or the soup simmers, you could slip in a set of slow heel lifts. During a television break, you could sit forward on your chair and perform a round of hip and core presses, then practice a few supported squats as the credits roll. In the evening, a line of side steps across the room could serve as both exercise and a way to release the day from your nervous system. None of these choices need to be perfect. They only need to be consistent enough that your brain begins to expect and enjoy them. Over time, you may notice quiet but important changes. Standing in the shower feels less risky. Turning to answer the door feels smoother. Getting out of a car feels less like a struggle. The world outside your home may begin to feel more welcoming again because your body trusts itself a little more. Walking can return to what it does best, supporting your heart and lifting your mood, while these 6 focused moves handle the job of rebuilding strength, balance, and confidence. You are not chasing youth. You are reclaiming control over how you move through the years ahead, one thoughtful repetition at a time. If you worry that this sounds like too much, remember that you are in charge of the pace. You do not have to perform perfect versions of every move on the first day. At the beginning, your routine might be as simple as 3 cycles of the standing reset and 5 gentle heel lifts while you hold the counter. That still counts. As your confidence grows, you can build a small ladder, adding 1 more repetition here, 1 more second of balance there. You can even turn it into a personal game. Mark a calendar each day you practice at least one of the 6 moves, no matter how briefly. Watch how the chain of days begins to grow. Those marks are proof that you are training your nervous system just as surely as any athlete, only with the wisdom and patience that come from a lifetime of experience. Over and over, research shows that the brain and muscles respond to regular, gentle reminders far better than to rare, heroic efforts. So rather than waiting for a perfect day with perfect motivation, meet yourself where you are and do what you can. Your future balance, strength, and independence are being built in these small, believable moments, right where you stand today. If walking alone has been letting you down, let today be the moment you try a different path. For the next 21 days, do not give up your walks, but pair them with this 6-move strength and balance ritual. Start tiny if you need to. One day, you might only manage the postural reset and a few heel lifts. Another day, you may feel ready for side steps, chair squats, and the march and reach. Every round counts, Every repetition is a quiet message to your body that strength still matters. If you want more practical guidance like this, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson. In the comments, tell me which move you will start with today and what you hope will change. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to stay steady and keep going forward.